Greetings, beautiful earthlings. My name is Star. If you are new here, I don't know how you found me, but I am super glad you did. And if you are returning, y'all the real MVP, you already know. So if you guys are just joining us for this video today, this is actually part of a larger series. So if you guys want to watch the whole series in succession, I would definitely recommend doing so. There's a lot of good info in the first couple of videos. But if you're not here for that and you just want to learn this specific card, that is totally okay. For those of you guys who do want to watch all of them, there is a playlist put together for you guys called the Learn the Rider Waite Tarot series. So I just want to let you guys know that I'll probably end up saying that in every video. I'm really sorry, that's going to get irritating, but I have also been re-watching the first ones that I did, and I'm trying to find ways to make this a little bit easier to digest for you guys. So my aunt and I are kind of running ideas back and forth. I also am thinking about sharing these in our group for the beginners with some maybe worksheets or something. I'm not quite sure where this is gonna go yet, but I definitely wasn't intending on sharing it in our group, and I guess now it's a thing and a lot of people want us to share it. So just so you guys know, going forward, if I do reference anything in the group, that is why. I probably won't give that announcement again at any point in time, but you will notice a couple things have been changed here and there between the Fool, the Magician, and today's video now going forward. So I had been reading a lot of the stuff to you guys, and my aunt had suggested maybe I make like bullet points to make it a little bit easier to digest, and I don't have the time for that, but I was able to quickly skim over this and just be able to omit certain things that I think are not relevant. So the one thing that I'm going to tell you guys we are not going to be reading anymore from this book is the big chunk of basic meaning here. I don't think these basic meanings really fit the actual meanings of the cards in any capacity, really. It's just kind of, it seems like a history lesson for the card and why the card was made. So what I'm going to be telling you guys in place of that basic meaning now is going to be the keywords for the upright and reversed positions, and then I will still read the other interpretations of the cards because those other ones are very small, very easy to digest, and then we will still continue to talk about the 10 hidden symbols in the book, okay? So we're trying to find the easiest way to make this interactive and easily digestible, okay? So hang in there with me while I iron out some details here. I really wish that I could just send you guys all pictures of the book, but I totally can't do that, so I gotta find the easiest ways to make it sound okay while you're listening. So let's go ahead and get our drink together, friends. It's actually very late in the day, so I got water here. And I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. I know the first couple of ones were very hard to get through, so I applaud you if you're watching them in succession. I know quite a few people are, and I'm actually very surprised. So today we are going to go ahead and jump into number 2, which is actually the third card in the series. I know yesterday I did say the second card in the series. It's totally not, it's the third card. I was just very tired. I had filmed like 3 videos straight. So today we're gonna be talking about the High Priestess. So if you guys are just joining us, I am using my Centennial Smith Waite in a tin, as well as this book here. And I do have those links for you guys in the description as always, okay? So let's just go ahead and jump in here. With the High Priestess, excuse me, let's go ahead and read just the top part of this first. So it does say, history and legend relate of priestesses with oracular powers. And today we see them just as all other figures of the tarot, mainly as mirrors of our own personality. There's one in you too. So I do like that little tidbit there. And the keywords for the High Priestess upright are intuition, unconscious, and inner voice. And I think that that's a lot easier to remember for a basic meaning because that is the basic meaning. So the keywords you've got for the High Priestess reversed are lack of center, lost inner voice, and repressed feelings. So remember, the cards upright are positive, the cards reversed are negative, or just that person in the card not on their best game. I like to think of it that way, kind of either the reverse of what that person would be, like the opposite, or just what they would be like thrown off balance. So let's go ahead and read the spiritual experience meaning of the High Priestess card. It says, understanding the personal significance of thoughts, words, or deeds through meditation or contemplation. The card for the day, the meaning is, other people's advice won't help here. Stick to your own opinion. The love and relationships meaning here is, the High Priestess's secret is her ability to perceive, sort out, and put a name to feelings, needs, and intuitions. And for success and happiness, this card means take heed of what your inner voice is trying to tell you. So I know I haven't really explained what all of those meanings down there are for at the bottom. That's for different types of readings. So say you're doing a love reading, you get the High Priestess, you're trying to figure out how the High Priestess relates to love. That's what those meanings there are for. So for the High Priestess in love, it would be talking about her ability to perceive, sort out, put a name to feelings, needs, and intuitions, okay? I hope that makes a little bit more sense. I know I don't think I really went over that the first couple times I was looking into my other videos. So let's go ahead and jump right into the symbols that we've got hiding here in the High Priestess card. And I have said this before, I'm really sorry you guys if I talk really fast. I'm just trying my very best to keep these super short so that you guys don't have a big headache if you're watching either one of these straight through or a couple of them in succession. I really don't want to stress you guys out, so I'm trying to make them as easy and small as possible, okay? So here I'm gonna hold up the High Priestess for you guys to take a look at. So the first symbol we've got here, as you guys can see, I was actually gonna bring a pen over and I totally didn't. I wish this was like the college days, I would have had one in my ear or actually my hair. I should do that for the next one. So the first symbol we're gonna look at here is these pillars here marked B and J. So the way that I think about the B and J pillars are like the Freemason pillars. I don't know if any of you men out there have ever been to a Mason lodge. They do have those there. I personally have not seen them because I'm a girl and girls are not allowed in Mason lodges, but I know about them. So here it says, according to legend, these are the columns of the ancient temple in Jerusalem. So B stands for Beelzebub and J stands for Yahweh, respectively. Also the initials of the two principals named Boaz and Joachim, corresponding with yin and yang. So that's also why they are black and white. So if you can't remember Beelzebub and Yahweh, yin and yang, I'm pretty sure this is yin, female is yin. So yin and yang is an easy way to remember that. Plus you've got the black and white, which is really good. I know a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people debate about what the B and the J stand for on there, and it's not that hard to figure out, you guys. You can totally find it if we do some digging. So the next one is the curtain back here. So this thing right behind her, I don't know if you guys can see that very well. It's literally this square thing right here that's got like pomegranates all over the back of it. So that is actually a curtain, if you never noticed that. So the curtain is dividing the line between the individual and the wide ocean. It is at the same time permeable for reconnection. The work of the soul takes place on the inner screen onto which our inner images and dreams are projected. It's really cool that that's a curtain and it's dividing her from the ocean. I didn't even know that was an ocean back there. Oh, look at that. I guess it is. I thought that was sky. Okay, the next one is the palm trees and the pomegranates on that curtain back there. So you really got all up in there, right? To see that palm trees and pomegranates. I know they really don't look like it. This is very archaic imagery. I know that that's not what that would look like in today's drawings. So the palm trees and pomegranate mark that of which is one's own and is also opening up, sorting it according to B and J. The fruitfulness of the spiritual life. This is what the palm and the pomegranate signify. Also, each is symbolic of sexuality, but behind the priestess's back. So there's a part in here that I did omit talking about how we can relate the priestesses to nuns and women of the temples. So I think that that's why they put the sexuality behind her back. I don't remember which card I was talking about that in before, where there is a lot of religious stuff in this tarot deck. So that's why if that ever comes up like that, you're like, that doesn't make sense. You gotta remember, these decks were made a long time ago. So the moon crown is the next symbol, this thing she's got here on her head, if you ever notice that. It's the threefold moon, or the crown of Isis, the Egyptian mother goddess, to be seen in many depictions of the Madonna. The three visible phases of the moon, the three stations of virginity, the adult woman, and age. So if you guys are into magic, you know about the triple moon goddess, the maiden, mother, and crone. That's what that's talking about there. That's pretty cool. And I'm sure you guys know of Isis if you know anything about Egyptian mythology. The next one is the Taurus horns / crescent. So this moon down here. Can you see that? That big moon right there? That's actually Taurus horns. Believe it or not, I would have just seen it as a moon or not seen it at all. So the Taurus horns / crescent moon, in the sign of Taurus, the astrological moon is raised, especially potent. The era of the matriarchs equals prehistory, or Taurus age. Moon today, like today's meaning, night, one's own spirituality and subconscious. So that's what I like to remember there with the moon, is spirituality and unconscious. You can also think about the moon card if you guys already do know a little bit about the tarot. The moon represents intuition. We will talk about that at some later video when we get there, but I think unconscious, like night, that's a lot easier to remember than the whole Taurus era of matriarchs. Is not particularly important in today's society and today's tarot reading. The scroll, another thing we got here, really teeny tiny. This thing right under her robe, you see it? I do believe that says Torah. Oh, it talks about that actually. Hold on. Getting ahead of myself. So the scroll, the 4 letters awaken associations with the Torah as well as with the version of the word tarot. In today's meaning, the script for the course of one's own life. So again, this was made a really long time ago. That's why they were referencing the Torah with spirituality. But in today's society, that could just mean a script for the course of your life. That's why it can also be tarot if you look at it backwards. So that's why they specifically hid that last letter there. That way you can leave it open to interpretation. And I know I've seen this in other versions of the deck where that's actually says Thoth or Thoth. I don't know how to say his name, but he is the god of knowledge in Egyptian mythology. So if you guys ever see that, that's why, because it's like hidden knowledge. That's kind of what she represents as well. So the next one here we've got is the cross that she is wearing there. And I have seen this in other versions where it is an ankh, like the one I have here, because it's a very Egyptian card for some reason. So the cross represents religion and spirituality. The region of the breast, the heart, is where the soul gathers impressions, sorts them, and generates personal opinions and inner values. Very simple on that one. The next one is Great Waters, and they're talking about this. It's kind of like her robe flowing over here, the blue part. That's called Great Waters, apparently. Fun fact. So that says, the ocean of feeling, the flow of life, the circulation of water on the planet, ebb and flow. The figure in the image has 2 tasks. 1, to take account of all of this, and yet to keep what is private in her innermost life separate. So she is like recording things on this paper, but she also has to hide her own life for some reason. Okay, the next one is the flowing robe, and it's very interesting what they show here as the flowing robe. Gosh, I wish I had a pen. It's literally this blue thing right between the pillars. Remember how I said I thought that was ocean, like ocean and sky being divided there? That says the flowing robe. Go figure. So that says the positive meaning for the flowing robe is flowing as water in the rhythm of the moon and the tides. The negative meaning for that one is like the little mermaid, half human, half sea creature. Don't drown in emotions, but develop your own existence. So the last one we've got here, as you guys can clearly see, the light blue background behind everything over here. So the light blue, if you guys remember my colors video, it will always reference that. I will always reference that, but they do also bring that back up for good reason in these specific cards. So the light blue represents the heavens, which is the divine realm and the realm of the will. Light blue equals open sky, clear water, as we did say in the colors video. Positive meaning is lightheartedness, will, and lucid mind, and the negative meaning here is naivety and wishful thinking, and out of the blue and with wide blue yonder. So lots and lots of stuff they just crammed in there for blue. So I really hope you guys were able to digest some of that. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, this is why editing is important. So, as you guys can see, there is lots of teeny tiny hidden imagery, and I'm very surprised they didn't talk about her yellow floor over here. Yeah, because yellow represents the conscious mind, so the conscious is underneath her, underneath the waters, and what she's sitting on, things like that. So, if you guys start really paying attention and really learning a lot of that, you can also kind of put those meanings to things in here. I'm gonna go grab a pen for the next one. So if you guys are just joining us, I really appreciate you sticking in there with us while we iron out the details of this series. Like I said, this is very early in the series, so I will find a flow with this eventually, I'm sure, and whatever feedback you guys can give me helps. If you guys are my trusty bunch of crew that actually talk to me on Instagram and real life, you can totally give me feedback and things like that. So I was thinking of maybe perhaps no, I'm not even going to mention that just in case I don't even do it. Okay, so I'm really sorry, you guys. I'm really trying to iron out some details here with this series. I'm really trying my very best to make this a lot easier. I know it's just not right now, and for copyright reasons, we can't just send out pictures of the book to everyone that wants it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you stuck around here till the end, give me a big thumbs up. If you didn't like my video, that's cool. Thumbs down. You don't have to like my video. And you know what, guys? I am actually still very excited to keep going with this series, even though this is a little bit rocky right now. So I really appreciate each and every one of you guys that are watching this and really excited about it. I know lots of people have told me they either have gotten this book because I recommended it, or they are getting this book for the series. So I'm very excited to know that lots of people actually really want to join in with this series. It makes my little teacher heart proud. So I am so excited to keep going, and we'll see you guys in the next one for the fourth card, number 3 in the tarot deck, which is the Empress. So if you guys are not going to be continuing the series, this was the only one that you watched, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day wherever you are when this video reaches you, my friends, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Namaste.